Well, good morning, and thank you all for joining us. We're here this morning to announce a very new and exciting partnership that's going to make our city smarter, safer, and more competitive. But before I begin, I want to thank, and I'll be introducing City Council Member Chris Cate, Ed Chan, who is the Senior Vice President of Engineering for Verizon, of course, our Police Chief, David Nisleit, our Assistant Fire Chief, Kevin Esther, Deputy Fire Chief Roger Fisher, our Assistant Chief Operating Officer for the City of San Diego, Ron Villa, and our Deputy Chief Operating Officer for Smart and Sustainable Communities, Eric Caldwell. Thank you. San Diego is a city that innovates. It's where the first smartphone chip was born, and it's where scientists, engineers, and entrepreneurs have come to create and make breakthroughs that are literally changing the world. We are proud of that. And San Diego is a city that, for generations, has welcomed inventors, dreamers, and those with an eye for the future. And today we are welcoming Verizon as a partner in our effort to enhance wireless capabilities and lay the groundwork for the future of 5G wireless. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big investment. So I think everyone knows that speed is everything. And it's going to fundamentally change how we use the internet and how we work and how we live. It's going to power autonomous vehicles. It's going to be the foundation of the Internet of Things. And it's going to unlock the next generation of healthcare applications that will help end disease and save lives. San Diego needs to be at the forefront when it comes to integrating those technologies into everything that we do. And that's why this partnership we're announcing today is so important. This agreement is going to increase services and expand our smart city capabilities at no additional cost to taxpayers. It's going to provide police department and our fire rescue department with hundreds of new smart devices to help keep our neighborhoods safer and more connected. And it's going to help make city government more responsive by reducing permitting times to get technologies installed faster. We are together laying the foundation for a smarter city and a smarter city for generations to come. This partnership represents what can happen when businesses and government work together and collaborate. So I'm proud of what we have between the City of San Diego and Verizon, and I look forward to working together for many years to come. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Ed Chan, who is the Senior Vice President of Engineering for Verizon. Ed? Welcome. Where'd you go? Right. Come on, right here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Faulconer.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Mayor Faulconer. As I had the pleasure to work with the city, I would say that going back about a year ago, I was asked to actually speak at one of the government meetings over in Washington, D.C., and I was asked what would it take for the U.S. to continue to lead in the 4G industry as well as drive forward into 5G. And I said there were really four ingredients that are necessary. One is the standards, the second one is the spectrum, and the third one is the technology, and the fourth one actually is the infrastructure. Today, we have all of those together here in San Diego. So I would say this is a great day for the actual San Diegans that's going to end up having this great capability. We're excited here, like Mayor Faulconer has said. One of the reasons that we like this city is because this innovation that's always been at the heart and heritage of San Diego. One of the industry that the mayor had just mentioned is the wireless industry. But in addition to that, this never stops at just the wireless industry in San Diego. We have always seen innovators in this space continue to go, and now with this hyper-connected connectivity city, as well as the ability to bring 5G into the city, we think that it's going to make this innovation continue to go much further. Now, this agreement is going to allow us to put in $180 million to bring small cells into the city. With this capability, it's going to pave the way to get a better 4G network that's already the best today. In addition, it's going to build a foundation for 5G. And it's not just announcing today, but because we couldn't quite yet announce 5G for San Diego, but it will build a foundation for us to build a 5G network here. The efficient smart pole design that we have jointly created together is going to put LED lighting, it's going to put communications equipment together, and it's also going to provide smart city sensors. And with this agreement, we are also going to be able to provide smart traffic capabilities for the city and to be able to create a much safer pedestrian and motorist environment using analytics and real-time analysis on all of the traffic data that we can collect. And finally, this agreement is also going to provide an optimized permitting process for us where we can actually be more efficient and agile for our resources as well as speedy with our deployment. With all of this, I won't repeat what Mayor Faulconer has said, that is going to provide the foundation for us to build all kinds of new innovations with a deep fiber and strong wireless infrastructure, and in that case, augmented reality, virtual reality that can help education, as well as remote medicine, and also autonomous vehicle and smart cities that Mayor Faulconer had talked about. We have a saying in Verizon, we don't wait for the future, we build it. And I think we found a kindred spirit in San Diego for providing such a capability. And we really thank you, Mayor Faulconer, for your leadership and your vision. And we will be very happy to continue to be your partner in creating the hyper-connected smart city for many generations to come in the new digital age. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, my friend. Well done. Thank you. Very well said. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Councilmember Chris Cate, who's really been a leader on the City Council when it comes to innovation and technology. Councilmember?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and good afternoon. It's a real pleasure to be here today to announce this partnership with Verizon. San Diego is innovating and we are accelerating. Ordinary is turning into extraordinary, and it's happening each and every day. From smart streetlights on Mira Mesa Boulevard to weather-based irrigation controllers in Claremont, innovation is shaping how we are living and working in District 6. Data allows the city to make smarter decisions and improves the quality of life for our residents. As a taxpayer watchdog, I believe public-private partnerships should be mutually beneficial, and this partnership does just that. 5G is one of the fastest technologies available. Smart vehicles, smart devices, and smart cities like San Diego rely on 5G technology. Great cities have always been smart cities. Their greatness is no accident, but the result of vision, planning, and strategic infrastructure investments. San Diego's multi-billion-dollar partnership with Verizon will not only benefit San Diegans today, it will help all future generations. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our Chief of Police, David Nisley. Chief? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and welcome. First of all, I want to say thank you to both the mayor, the city, and Verizon for creating this partnership that no doubt will help the San Diego Police Department maintain such a high standard for public safety. If you haven't heard this before, something I say often, we are the safest large city in the nation. So when you look at this, when you look at Verizon, you look at the technology that will be coming to the San Diego Police Department, it allows us to provide that additional piece to maintain that high level of public safety. So thank you for that. Thank you for allowing us to be more effective, more efficient, and really focus on not only Vision Zero about pedestrian safety, motoring safety, but also public safety. This partnership will allow us to do that even much better. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chief. And before I conclude, I want to thank several people who helped make this partnership happen. As you can see by the group up here, this has been a team effort for quite some time. I want to thank our Deputy Chief of Staff, Felipe Monroy, our Assistant Chief Operating Officer, Ron Villa, our Deputy Chief Operating Officer, Bob Vaki, Enza Charles from Real Estate Assets, and Greg Hopkins from Development Services, all of which who worked a lot to make today happen. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you for this partnership, and each of us will be available for any questions during one-on-one interviews. Thank you very much.